How do I find the latest rock music? How do I find the best new alternative tracks? And what about new classic rock? I spent a lot of time trying to find answers to these questions and finding that no one was providing weekly updates about new releases. Or at least no one was providing weekly updates about the rock and alternative music that I cared about. So I decided to do something about it. And in August of last year, some people act like they punch the camera. I'll figure something out. It was a little bit of a rough start, but a little over a year later, it's good to know that I'm not the only old fart that can love old music and still want to hear the new stuff. So thank you for coming along on the ride.
He does this every Friday.
Out now, it's A Fragile Thing, the EP from The Cure. It's now streaming, featuring the radio edit of the single, a slightly heavier, darker version of the track remixed by Robert Smith, and a live recording at the London club TROXY. Look for a CD of that entire performance to be released very soon. The second single from Parasomnia, the forthcoming album from Dream Theater. A Broken Man. The video for that song is in this week's playlist. Check it out. Available for the first time on a 2LP red splatter vinyl pressing, and for the first time featuring Shadow of Your Love, a track that made its debut on the 2018 Appetite for Destruction box set, Guns N' Roses reissue Greatest Hits. You may not have heard that particular song there. It did get on the radio for a little while. Recorded during her Ocean to Ocean tour, and mostly focusing on deeper cuts and fan favorites, Tori Amos drops Diving Deep Live today. You can get that on a 2LP vinyl edition in multiple available color variants, and it's also available on a 2-CD set featuring 4 extra songs. The 24th album from veteran Japanese post-punk band Buck Tick drops today. Sub Rosa is their first album since the passing of vocalist Atsushi Sakurai. It's now streaming, available as a limited edition 3LP black vinyl pressing. It's also available on CD, CD plus DVD, and CD plus Blu-ray. Lazy Sod is the 4th single from Deep Purple's most recent release, Equals One. It's now available on a 12-inch maxi single featuring 2 live cuts recorded in 2022 on the B-side. This is also available in a CD digipack. Live at Third Man Records is now streaming from Interpol. It was recorded direct to acetate at the Blue Room in Nashville this past June. It's now streaming and available on a single black vinyl LP. How could we not celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Rolling Stones' new album, Hackney Diamonds? We can do that with a 2LP clear blue splatter vinyl pressing, featuring 6 bonus tracks. Sand, Sea, and Crash Debris, the 13th album from Sister Hazel. That drops today on gold vinyl and CD. It's also now streaming, of course. 10th anniversary edition of Great Western Valkyrie drops today from Rival Sons. Look for that on a CD digipack, and for the first time ever on vinyl, in a 2LP black vinyl pressing. Foot of the Mountain is reissued on crystal clear vinyl from Aha, the 2009 album featured a return to their synth-heavy roots. The 20th anniversary edition of One Day Remains from Alter Bridge drops on vinyl today, on multiple 2LP color variations, with 5 bonus tracks added to the second LP. 20,000 Watt RSL, The Best of Midnight Oil, the 18-track compilation originally released in 1997, is available on a limited edition 2LP Sky Blue vinyl pressing. Blue Sky Mod, come on. And since we're celebrating some music down under, The Church reissue Heyday, their 1985 classic featuring Columbus and Tantalized. It's available on a limited edition red vinyl pressing. This album had a more overall psychedelic vibe than their previous efforts. The Temper Trap reissue Conditions, a 15th anniversary edition on black in red vinyl. Sweet Disposition and Fader, probably the best-known tracks from that album. Thomas Dolby's The Golden Age of Wireless is limited to 1,000 copies on silver 180-gram audiophile vinyl. That's new today. All the good 14 solid gold hits from Sum 41. Available on purple vinyl with a bonus Japanese lithograph. This was the band's first greatest hits package, and it's available for the first time on vinyl. Drop a comment if you have any thoughts or any questions about any of this week's releases. Click up here to take a look at this week's unfortunately very short playlist. And whatever you do, however you do it, don't you ever stop rocking.